Hello and welcome to the League of Idiots channel. I'm Redrobin3 and we are here in another dungeon showcase. This time we're doing Skyreach and I'm here joined by a good friend of mine, Lion Yoshi, also known as Zalane. Zalane? How do you pronounce your name? Introduce yourself.
Zalane.
Zalane, okay, there we go.
Hey guys, it's Zalane. I get that all the time.
Well, in any case, this is just showing off some of the DPS point of view for Skyreach, which doesn't involve a lot of tricky mechanics, just a lot of getting out of the way. Like if you notice, there's a lot of AoE type attacks that you just have to jump out of the way and dodge. So as long as you're paying attention as to what's getting thrown out there, you shouldn't have much trouble. Also, with enough gear, I guess some of the tanks can just start chain pulling. Apparently we have a pretty good tank this time, who's just going ahead and going out without any kind of CC. If your group is struggling,
this next pull is
though,
gonna be a big one right here.
Yeah.
In this corner, it's always a big pull.
Yeah, if you're struggling a bit, you might want to CC the Soaring Chakram Master, because he's the one that really puts out all that extra damage, as well as the Chakram Spinners. They're the ones that are dishing out these.
Well, it depends on your.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends on your gear and like your group makeup. Like if you're really melee heavy, you might want to do some kind of hard CC like stuns and such. Otherwise, you're gonna get torn apart. Oh dang it! Not really able to do proper AoE. That's another thing for marksmanship. Marksman doesn't seem to have any good AoE options allotted to them, so we're just gonna have to suck it up and let everyone else do the AoE.
I just kind of stick with Russian Jadewind for a monk, that Windwalker Deeps.
Yeah, also like Murder of Crows is pretty helpful against all this trash, so if it wasn't for Murder of Crows, I'd be even farther behind. Alright, we're coming to the first boss. This first boss, what's his name? Ranjit. He's essentially just a really tank heavy fight where the tank has to position him just right and move him around so that we don't spawn too much stuff all over the place. Although actually no, that's the range. Blade. Yeah, that's range. Range has to spread out like into a corner or such so that the blades don't get all. Oh no, so I guess it's a random target?
It's like melee too, it's just random target.
Okay, so yeah, everyone just has to pay attention and watch where they're spawning those winds. If you spawn him too bad, then when he does his major AoE in the middle, you won't be able to run out. Yeah, like right now. Just want to make sure you look and then move. Don't want to get caught in between both of them, although No, I got through. Okay, good. I only got nicked a bit. It's not so bad if you get hit once. It's very bad if you get hit once, then again because you're stuck, then again because you're still stuck. And of course the laser...
For all the time.
This laser is sort of a thematic thing about some of these fights. It's coming from way up there in the top.
That's only in heroic though.
Yeah, just kite it away. It's nothing too bad. Pay attention. You see a giant laser and a giant arrow on top of you. Move out. You'll be fine.
Whirlwind.
Yeah, you should die within this whirlwind, so just keep moving around, kite it a little, and he's dead. Alright, simple enough. Any loots? Nah, just gold. Now, in case you've missed the last video, here's my stat sheet, just so that you know like where I'm working at. Item level 628, so mostly complete set of gear for heroics. So I'm not going to be struggling too much as far as health and damage taken wise, but if you're in a bit less gear, you might want to be a bit more careful. I have to say though, Blizzard definitely added like the right amount of trash Like, you remember some of the Cataclysm stuff, right? Where there was just so much trash that it took you 10 to 12 minutes to even get to a boss.
Foundry one?
Oh
that Foundry
god,
one, dude.
People just skip that all the time. Like, people just didn't even try and do that one. It's not at all like that in here. Like, some of the most trash will just be in the beginning and maybe in the end. After that, it's usually just a string of bosses back to back with a few gauntlets in between here and there.
I'll take the first stream in this boss.
Oh yeah, this one has a bit of a more team play mechanic. What you'll see is he'll activate these lasers, which DPS and a tank can start tanking them. As long as the healer is paying attention as to who's tanking the laser. Yeah, as long as you pay attention as a healer as to who's tanking it, you should be able to just heal through it. Now, if the laser does get to Arachnath, there we go, that's how you pronounce it. You'll start getting this buff, which will start dealing more and more damage to you. So, like, right now, I'm looking at this laser, I'll just block it. And hopefully the healer doesn't forget about me. No, okay, he's not forgetting about me, he's keeping up. And yeah, you do this well enough and the boss shouldn't get healed, shouldn't get more damage, and should go down fairly easily. Okay, we're getting one more stream. Block it, and he's done for. The other thing you gotta watch out for is this AoE that he does. So if you are not paying attention to everyone's health, period, someone might still get taken down because of it. All in all, is just test a little bit of your awareness. And once again, just pay attention. Take a look around your surroundings. Don't just focus in on your damage rotation, because it's not as important like doing as much damage as you can as it is surviving. So dead DPS will do a lot less DPS than anyone else who's alive. Oh god, DPS sucks so bad at AoE for marksman. Yeah, look at Lion go. He just one attack and he's back on the board when he was all the way at the bottom.
Hell yeah.
Oh, meanwhile I'm just getting pecked to death. Oh.
Yeah, I was getting fixated too. So you gotta be careful of that.
Okay, chill. We gotta chill a little bit for this exposed weakness to wear off. Alright, and we go back in. I'll just do my single target rotation since I can't AoE. Now this next fight,
don't worry, I'll take care.
Is a little bit tricky because it changes quite a bit from normal. In normal, you just DPS those phoenixes and everything's done, right? You just have to avoid giant AoE every once in a while. Well, it's not so much the case in Heroic. In Heroic, those phoenixes act like a phoenix. They just come back from the dead. It's best just to snare them and stun them, but not really kill them, because that's just wasted DPS. And also there's this giant AoE that you'll see. It's a bit hard to explain, but essentially it's just you gotta hide behind this giant pillar as soon as he does it, otherwise you'll start taking lots of damage. Alright, good opener. The more damage we can get done right here in the early stage, the better off we're gonna be, because we got quite a bit of melee. So we don't want the melee running around too long. Okay, first solar flare. So simple. Put down a trap, slow it down, and we should be coming up to our AoE phase pretty soon. Okay, yeah, here it comes. So it's at this point everybody runs for the hills and hides. Now, this is especially when you want to use your stuns and such, because, yeah, you see? You kill one, two pop up, so you just want to stun them as long as possible, slow them down, and then get in there. Oh god, our Death Knight.
Like, it depends where you kill them.
You see?
Because when they explode, oh shoot, I'll pick them up.
No. You see that Death Knight who's just standing there trying to max out his DPS? He is now dead, so his DPS is 0. Don't be that guy. Okay,
well,
put down a bit more slows.
Lifted him up again.
Swept him off his feet. Okay, we're gonna start to get a bit overwhelmed here. Also, these phoenixes do land on someone. They tend to do this giant AoE damage, which stresses out the healers so bad.
Well,
Okay, do a little bit more hiding. Bit more CC, a bit more slow. Oh god, we split them again.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is when they die, they explode. There's little ashes on the ground. And if they're near an ash, they revive the others.
Yeah, so like, if you do kill one, you're really not killing them, you're just sort of slowing them down. It's best to just kite them.
Oh, this is the fun part right here.
Alright, it's
If you're
gauntlet
really
time,
raiding,
sort of.
ready for raiding here.
Yeah, these birds just swoop in and try and poke you out. After a certain amount of health, though, you just don't even care if you take damage. You do want to be careful around this bend. If you get it at just the wrong angle, it could sweep you all the way off and make you fall off. Or if you're an engineer, you just pop your speed boots and get on with it. And surprisingly, we're almost done with the dungeon. Just need a few more trash mobs and then we're on to the final boss. And the final boss is essentially more of the same of what we've already been doing, just keeping an eye out for anything on the AoE grounds. And there is a little bit of target switching involved, so once again, don't tunnel vision. If you tunnel vision, you'll tend to forget about not just the AoE portions of the ground that's going on, damage that's being thrown out, but you also tend to forget the main targets you need to DPS down. So if you're preparing for raiding, you want to make sure you get that into your head. DPS the appropriate target, because if you're DPSing the boss when you should be DPSing some kind of ad or some mechanic, then you're not really helping out your raid, you're just slowing everyone down. Yeah, like right here, solar detonation. We do a small AoE around us, so what do? We all just separate around and take minimal damage. Or I could be a jerk and do this, just walk into everybody and BAM! Giant AoE. Although actually, I think we killed it in time, right? Yeah, if we kill that guy who puts that debuff on him.
No, there's another one. It keeps going on me, so... Oh wait,
well yeah, but like if we killed the guy who cast it on people, then it just fizzles out. Oh, I got a smoldering energy core. Sweet, more gold. Another thing I love about this expansion, there's so much more gold to be found in dungeons now. Another AoE fight, right?
Love it.
Alright, final boss, the High Sage Virix, guy who's been basically responsible for burning everyone right now. So yeah, at the start of the fight you want to drag the boss all the way down here in the middle, and that'll become apparent real soon. Also, make sure you're interrupting that spell he casts, really essential. Cuts down the damage on the tank by quite a lot. And here's why we're all stacking here this close. Because we'll have almost like a Valkyrie effect from the Lich King. That'll come out, try and drag someone out to the end. A quick switch takes care of that. And here comes some of the awareness. More lasers. Followed by more target switching. A little bit of interrupt here and there. And we got this under control. Yeah, we got a good group going on. Everyone's on point with all their target switching, all their movements. Now remember this, Solar Zealot, you can actually stun them, slow them, whatever you could do to a regular mob, you should be able to do it. So feel free to
and you could actually attack them if you're caught by them.
or shoot a fireball in the eye if you're a mage.
Oh, another interesting thing, they actually carry you over the lens patches, the fire patches. It doesn't do any damage if they're carrying you over.
Oh, cool. So, yeah, it doesn't even punish you even harder. Alright, so, hey, I got a card. That's going to do it for this video.
Oh, cool. Me too.
So, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you in another episode.